But yet here I have hundreds of examples of them doing it only in areas where I issue warnings. So either somebody's putting them on and deleting them off to be a jerk, or somebody's deliberately not reporting the quakes and changing them to be mistakes when they are happening. Either way, it's horrible. And I have to say something about it. I really shed a tear over it yesterday because I feel hopeless about it. I feel like there's no way I'll ever win. I'm up against.
It almost sounds like he's mocking me, because what he's describing is what's happening in my life. But what's happening in my life is much bigger, much more profound. In fact, this whole earthquake issue stemmed from me talking about, oh, California. You remember when I said that on YouTube? I said, see what happens when I leave Florida and they don't treat me right? All these storms, as soon as I left, crazy things that are historical. I said, hey, California, I'll be coming that way. Maybe you're smarter than Florida, but I doubt it, right? And then all this earthquake activity started worldwide, and California had these warnings. It's the same thing he's saying, except this happens with everything I say, everything I do. The question is it real? Or is it fake? Or is it partially real and partially fake? How much of it has to do with God? How much of it has to do with science, or people using science to play God, which is the devil? You know, it's just kind of makes me feel weird to hear this guy talk about what's happening, what he thinks is happening to him, because everything he said, he's predicting, he's predicting it based on data. The things I'm doing, I'm not predicting anything. I'm just speaking and things happen. You know, I just travel and then things happen around me. You know, if you're paying attention, you know what's going on. But is it real? Are they lying? Is it fake news? You remember Trump talked a lot about fake news because they want to try and turn me into a narcissist when they are the narcissist. They want me to sit here and act like, oh, look at me, I can control the weather, when really it's all fake. So it makes me look stupid, makes me look like a sociopath when they are the sociopaths. You know what I mean?
Government agencies and paid pets and hired hands
It's how they destroy your credibility.
and weird groups, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, if you knew what was going on.
If you really thought about all the groups involved, you got street criminal gangs, you got police, you got the FBI, every government agency, the post office. Boy, I could go on just about who's involved for hours. You get all the way to the point where it's old ladies with white afros and glasses that you would think their house smells like mothballs, engaging in trying to harass and like terrorize me, an American citizen, at the checkout line in a grocery store or at the Dollar Tree, which actually has happened. Like, wow, dude, whose fucking grandma is this? You better get your grandma. Wow, you know what I mean? Like, it's everybody who, like, what he's saying. If you really understood what's going on, you wouldn't believe it. That's why they have to make it so unbelievable and destroy people's credibility by making shit up, fake news.
You wouldn't believe it. All over earthquakes, it's so bizarre.
It's not just over earthquakes. It's over. Oh dear. See, they want me to sound like a narcissist, but it's if you watch my channels and you know exactly what I'm talking about. All this shit started when I started talking about California, going to California, and they better behave, or God's gonna, basically create earthquakes when I leave. Joking around, but I'm not joking because this stuff happens, or at least they act like it does, and I don't know what's what. You know what I mean?
They must worship earthquakes, or there must be a group of them that worship earthquakes, and it's real like magical to them, and they don't want the magic to disappear with the.
The magic is them trying to play God in the face of someone who is really of God, and trying to belittle me and trying to destroy me because they ain't shit. They just rule with money and science and manipulation of all the fucking idiots.
Science on it. Anyway, let's get back to it. A spread of earthquakes is going across, check it out, equidistantly spaced across the whole Mideast. From the Gulf of